Hi. Now I was unavailable for you for a couple of days because of my own works, and also it was our Independence Day, the 15th of August. So I was definitely busy celebrating it. But today I want to talk about two, three stuff. Number one, the whatever is taking place between Russia and Ukraine, and the Western media is going gung ho on that Ukrainian troops have entered some of the regions of Russian border in within Russia, the territory that belongs to Russia, and they are actually celebrating like Ukraine can win the war, and if given permission to use their weapons which has been given to them by westerners to use according to their will, then they can defeat Russia. And uh, but being a realist, I'm a realist, I believe in the realist school of thought process. So, being a realist, I don't buy that argument, and I'll say that these whatever they have done, I say that it might be a brave move or a tactic by Ukraine, and there is a huge possibility that even Europeans or even United States citizens in Ukrainian uniforms might be there. I'm not saying that they are there, they might be there, and they might have also played their role. But this I don't think that this will end easily and in a good way, because now uh, Putin will be in enormous pressure, and whosoever thinks that the Ukraine and the West and NATO can use these stuff as a bargaining chip to talk with Russia, and Russia will evacuate all the positions which they have actually acquired from Ukraine. I don't think that, because it will be a big setback for Putin, and it will be so big that he may even lose power if he goes to talk on these terms. So he may do something drastic, and I have maintained uh, one thing since the start of this conflict, Ukraine-Russia conflict, that Putin has not taken his gloves out till now, and he has actually acted and reacted in this conflict in a very calculated manner and very restrained manner, because if you want to see how unrestrained manner of conflict takes place, just look in Middle East what it is happening in Gaza. So there was no carpet bombing, there was no massive civilian killing by Russia in Ukraine. But if you look at statements from other Russian leaders like Medvedev, and Medvedev is very important. He's having important position not only within the circles of Kremlin, but also he is the office bearer of the Security Council of Russia, and it is very important body. Actually, Western news outlets do not talk about it, but it is a very powerful and very strong body. And Medvedev, they have since the start of the conflict want to go full on in the war. Now, if up till when Vladimir Putin will be able to actually check these type of people in his own government who want to go for a full-fledged war, take out all the gloves. And I think now the attack which Russia will do on Ukraine will be severe, and they also Russians went to the Security Council and talked about these happenings, these entry of Ukrainian troops in their own sovereign territory, and this shows a pattern that if Russia is going to the Security Council and talking about these things, then they might be planning something very drastic to do in Ukraine, and they are making the platform before doing all those things. Number one. Number two, uh, if you look at what's going on in Middle East, I'll say this is one of the last hope for a ceasefire and peace talks which has started on 15th of August in Doha, Qatar. And why I say that? Because if you look at the Iranian media, if you look at Israeli media, and also Western media and independent analysts' view, then I think that definitely there will be some kind of big retaliation from Iran, and some analysts say that if there is a ceasefire, then that kind of retaliation may stop. So I think this is the last thin chance of peace, at least right now. Well, I'll not say that this is the full stop for peace if peace doesn't come, because every conflict in the world, let it be First World War or even Second World War, they finally eventually end, whatever the results are. But I don't think that after this, I don't see a chance of ceasefire right now, and I see chances of escalation, great escalation, and I hope it doesn't happen.